A big bunch was gathered at Hurdle's truck stop. The cafe was loaded from bottom to top. Above all the chatter and clatter and noise, the jukebox was belching old Jake Baker's voice. A blast from the air horns caused the building to quiver, and a quiet came over the crowd with a shiver. A big rig rolled in with the swirling of tires. We could tell it was loaded by the way that it mired. Oh Lord, was she pretty, black, shiny, and slick. The driver an expert at wheeling the stick. The big diesel babbled its powerful song. With our eyes glued, kept rolling along. It rolled to a stop with the air brakes a-snorting, and the driver bailed out with the grace of a Martin. A black satin shirt with some silver trim slacks that lit up the drive like the moon on the stacks. Fill her up to the top, boys, and check her complete. I think I'll stroll in and get something to eat. We all watched the strolling as we pressed and we pawed. Then a gasping voice uttered, "My God, it's a broad." She paused in the driveway to give us a look, then swept through the doorway like closing a book. Slipped off her gloves that were lined with pure mink, glanced at the menu and gave the waiter a wink. "Bring me some Java that's blacker than soot, and show me the place where your John has been put. Fix me 2 burgers the way that I tell, 'cause I like my steer with a chance to get well." She relished the burgers and touched up her lips, then downed that hot coffee in 2 drastic sips. We'd all turned around and stood glued to the sight of this sleek, slender body emerge from the night. She dropped a tip for the waiter and shoved back her chair with a smooth, splendid toss of her glistening hair. She walked to the kitchen with wiggling hips while pinching the bus boys and handing out tips. She picked up the pot and poured one for the road, paid up her bill, then outside she strode. She stepped to the cab and said, "Fellas, get groovin'. The country's a-waitin', the freight must keep movin'." The big diesel roared at her every command as she held the big truck in a delicate hand. From L.A. to Boston and parts in between, she's called a black Widder, the truck driving queen. The truck